of that. These first four pieces are from a show called The Maze of Love. And they take as a metaphor, a sort of mythical background of when Circe met Odysseus. When Circe met Odysseus, she said, "To see the cross, to be amazed, to meet the eye, to gain the smile, I will not now forget how to spell the name Odysseus." Because the bolts of Eros had struck, and Sappho had said of them, "When I saw Eros coming down from heaven, he wore a soldier's cloak dyed purple." But for Circe, it was more like laserine and lizardly, the shafts enter in, slithers round the cortex, turns convex to vortex, quasi-stream and wizardly, the beams hit the mark. A sudden hex turns concave to complex, injection to flow, try rejection of the action. Wires constrict, phases refract, and now the chain reaction. Well, now, for a while they were very happy, but Odysseus, as is the way of travellers, soon went off on his travels again. And he went away and he came back, and he went away and he came back, and he went away and he came back, leaving Circe to ask, "When will you and I meet again? West of the moon, east of the fen, maybe under the twilight trees, or down by the shore of the crimson seas, in the dark of sunset, driven once more, pushed to the edge and thrown to the floor. When will we three meet again? The god of the law, the best of all men, on her left-hand scale, and I on her right, the world wax pale in the cast of her might. When will you and I meet once more, in the astral plane or the station on the moor, and you and I will be as one, as we once were before time had begun, west of the moon and east of the sun." Now it was during one of these long absences that Circe found herself getting closer and closer to and spending more time with Odysseus' best friend, the huntsman. Close, perhaps too close. But when Odysseus returned, believe it or not, it was the huntsman that broke it. Fractious the fracture, faceting the glassware, sharding the crystal, a cobweb of shatter lines like the most fretwork of networks. Splintered glass in brittle flinders, smashed to pieces, the transparent tracery, razor-sharpened filigree, a lacing of frost or the ice star crossed. The shivered image refracted to 1,000 shard lights or pinpoints, dazzling the eye and leaving an imprint like your arrow through the mirror, the surface that held and exchanged, each most elusive of glancing thoughts, thoughtful glances, one to the other placed around it, that ideal globe you turned from with never a glimpse backward. Do you see the lights reflected on the bricks ahead, or did the crystal narc leave you blinded? Now, this next piece is completely different. It's from more recent work, the books of trilogy of serial poem chapbooks. Comical, satirical, sometimes startling and definitely topical takes on the state we're in. And it's from the Book of Convictions, which is the most recent one, and it's called Good versus Bad. Weird foreigners do inexplicable things. Evil foreigners do wicked things. But we're all right, the tabloid headlines read. Oh, if only it were all that simple and the world were just good and bad, with nothing in between. What a dream it would seem. And I want to sit tight and wrap up at night, knowing that the house is shut tight, and next morning walk out into the light, don't we all? How awful then that these bad people, these pirates, turn out to be desperate men whose ancestral fishing waters have been raided while their governments, purposely kept weak by foreign powers for the sake of strategic position, i.e. us, were too limp to stop it, and so everyone all over the world has been dumping their toxic waste in these people's fishing grounds, and nobody stops it, and nobody helps, and nobody cares, till piracy seems like all that's left. Oh, if only we could write them all off as balmy or stupid or best of all so very, very bad. And then we could carry on in our temperate clime with our pleasant democracy and our goods in the shops, knowing we were lucky, feeling we were blessed, for which read best. But there wasn't much luck in all of this. It was conquest, dark uses for technology, fireworks. gunpowder instead of fireworks, an ease of living built on exporting the shit elsewhere where we can't see it. But we are, I suppose, blessed. Blessed in that all those peoples and places whom we have raided and cheated for so long have never once yet risen up in a body and lynched us. For which I, at least, amidst my guilt, am bloody grateful. Wrap up at night, try to sit tight, believing everyone's got something right. Hoping one day there'll be no need to fight, that one day we can all find our place in the light. This last one, it's an old one, but, well, before I went eco-friendly, I fell in love with a motor vehicle. Sad but true, and this is about just that. It's called I Ride Steel Still. The road sighs and buckles and cries as this car suddenly leaps and flies up into the canyon cloud, beaten metal and sun-proud, silver wings of impossible things. And this is my armchair, my favourite ride of the fair, my warmest fireplace, orbiting in outer space, drive me to oblivion. I am that name, Mistral delirium, into the wheel of flame, ride down the ancient hall, feeling all of 10 leagues tall, down to the high-pass road, reality circuit overload, into the endless dark of dreams. Is this journey what it seems? I switch on the stereo, it makes the view seem like video. I rumble on through fallen rock, running phase and taking stock, riding on and in and down to seek for some Cumbrian king's crown. This place has checkpoint machine guns, razor magic orc rat runs, tall towers of teeth of bone, orbs of azure, circles of stone, all things beautiful and strange. Up as we go to ride the range, we come to the gate of many ways, each shard shrouded in silver haze. Sailship glide, land sea slide, motorcycle roaring, waterfall pouring, white jet flare, what are we seeing? Everything converges, my melt merges, decision of the tarot charioteer, each path taken from the words of the seer. This place is for all times, all means, it enters in the past and future dreams. I arrive in a midnight minute, born on the storm, giddy and dizzy. My machine, my armor, my shell, took a wrong right turning on the road out of hell. Onto the plane of circa reality, I rid my steed in subliminality. They told me it was dark to be driving, and now in blue flame I seem to be arriving. Thank you. You have been